right, let's get started. All praise to the Most High. Let's analyze these charts. I want to begin by marking off some of these indecision candles. I did it a bit earlier. We have an instance here, there. That's two, three, and four. I marked back by four, all the way to what's this? August. Okay, so let's go into the intraday. Before we do that, 669, we'll be moving up to around 672. And if we break it down, go down to the 1 day chart here. For the 5 day moving average, it's going to move up to where the 20-day moving average is. And just like we expect, a 20-day moving average retest is approaching. It will be the first of the, it'll be November, which is the beginning of a new month. Every month, we typically retest the 20-day moving average. We danced around it so much. It did end up still trending up as it's been recently. As you see, everything's been still trending up on the moving average indicator. So 671, 672, this is where it's going to land at. Even maybe 673 by Monday here when we open up the day. And if it wants to, it very well can just drop 10 points and then continue its rise because there's so much liquidity here. As you can see, this is a beautiful amount of liquidity. Let us analyze this a bit further. Yes. So we're on the 1 day chart here still. We're still going to mark out something right here. We don't have to worry about 652 being hit, but this is the low of the liquidity zone. All the way to the high, and we're measuring out this big candle. That's where all the liquidity was built. If you can notice that there, you can see it clearly. 673.95 is the high right here. We're just gonna mark it around there. That's good enough. Okay. So continuing from there, we see all the liquidity built. Let's analyze and get this measured. Oops, excuse me. There we go. I'm gonna mark out this algorithm here. This may still be at play. Yes, indeed. I have a black precision. I'm using different colors here. I use the black and pink. As you see, my background is white. Typically, I like it. I like it dark, but switching things up. I'm gonna duplicate that just to measure out the other side of the algorithm here, and we see we're at support of the algorithm. 670, 681. 679, and that's just marking out this low over here. We did make a new low for today, which is interesting, but you see we just danced within that candle from previous session Thursday. Now let us see here. We can also mark this controlled selling, and you see how you'll see on a moment. Matter of fact, oh no, this is a little bit higher, but we can mark it right here, 670.23 to 668.71. Go right there. And then, sorry about this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it accurate as best you can. That's close enough. Here we go. We don't need perfection in our algorithms. Need near perfection. Nothing's truly perfect. Sorry, let's get this blue control algorithm. Mark it. Bam, there it goes. Now, can you spot this liquidity easier? I hope so, because I can, and it's a beautiful thing. Now, what this means, all of this juicy liquidity in between the ranges of 673 and 652, which is a 20-point range, we can dance within this range without threatening really closing the cup. If we do close the cup, you would need to look out for something like this, and start forming head and shoulder pattern like that. Now that's about the only thing you have to look out for if the cup did close, which I I highly doubt. But I believe they just announced that they're not going to do another rate cut. So the stock could definitely be balancing itself out. And if we do have a head and shoulder pattern form from the head right here at pretty much 90, might as well say 690, we got the left shoulder, and we could potentially have a right shoulder outside of this algorithm. And it would be literally, it'd be beautiful. Like, let's take a look at this, right? Bam. Like, look at that. That would be absolutely amazing. That would be ideal. if we want to head down. Uh, Now on the flip side, if we want to head up, on the flip side now, if we're going to, so we're going to head up on the flip side here. Check this out. We can stay within this algorithm, retest the low at the 672, 673, form a little head, um, may form a microstructure, but this liquidity up here would form as a left shoulder, the liquidity from Friday session, Thursday session, and even a Monday session. So that would be beautiful, and we can keep on heading up from there, and you see how that can go. Uh, we can just keep heading up. Maybe even hit 700 eventually, which is just stretching into new highs. But let's go down to intraday trading. Let's go to the 30-minute chart. Let's plot some algorithms here. Before I do that, I want to show you. Something here. Go to the 1 day. All right, because I need to do something here. Check this out. Okay, that's set up. Well, I have this on all the way down to the 30-minute chart. That's set up. Okay. Oh no, wait, I'll take that back. I actually needed that one. Take it off the minutes. That's what I needed to do. Put it back to the minutes. Okay. Do it like that because it's going out. All right, let's go down to the 30-minute chart. If we take a look at this algorithm is still relevant. Market here. And we see this is more so in this range, a controlled selling. That's what this black is acting as. Now, I mean, you can identify it from one frame of the equilibriums. Cup had to close up here at 685, and that's not even the full cup. Full cup is up here at 687. But we see that we did close this cup just for one, but we rejected. So, and it was the last minute. It was the last 30 minutes of the day. So there was no 685 for real. Close, but no cigar, which wasn't really important. You caught the trade down here, 679. Very, very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. Easy way up. Easy way up, as you can see. This is a very easy way up. It was buying in the precision algorithm, which we're going to mark as green. It was buying in the precision. So that just made things easier for the buyers because, again, you have all of this beautiful liquidity in this range. And that's why I was able to just buy up in that precision. It wasn't building liquidity. Liquidity was already formed from the previous day. It's a good deal. Now, so if you can comprehend why we rejected off of this smaller cup close, $1 below the full cup close, at the end of the day, we closed the cup. We got out of the buying continuation algorithm at this candle here. So we'll mark here 680. Oh, my bad. 681.73 to 682.29. So we're gonna go right there. That's good enough. And then right there. So we can see from there how the buying weakened just a bit. We'll make that orange. The buying weakened just a bit. I'll take it back. We're making it purple. Green and purple. All right, that'll work. Market. Bam. Now this is a weaker buying algorithm. Once we identified it forming, and it was outside of the green, no longer in the green precision buying algorithm, it was a read off of the equilibrium realm right there from these two candles earlier in the day. And initially right here, if you wanted, you could have expect this, but it's, what a couple cents off, 84.78. Yeah, that's only 20 cents, 30 cents off. That's good enough. That was good enough to profit. Trust, especially getting in initially either right here around this candle while it's still in the green, and maybe Maybe you bought in right here, played it off equilibrium, at least right there, and you said, all right, I'll stop loss if it gets below 681.40. But yeah, right here, buying continued. Wasn't strong selling. The buying actually increased a little bit in value from this session right here, about power hour, and then red. We see this big 3 million selling off. That's big money. That's big money shipping off right there. I mean, look at all that liquidity though. Um, Nonetheless, we see how the algorithms are still in control here. It's very, very beautiful. We're expecting a potential move down. If you look on the 30-minute chart, which we're on, 200-day moving average is the indicator. So 672, 673. We're looking for a retest right here if it happens. Just because, again, every month you can consistently find a trend of 20-day moving average being retested, and this is where we'll be at to begin the week. The later we go on in the week, the higher this will go. Even if we're building liquidity above it, it'll still rise up. So very much well, it could get all the way to 679 before we fall. The moves would be choppy, but we'll just have to find out and see. We're not here to predict. We're here to analyze and make a firm decision and execute, and make some good money. You find your target and you set your stop loss. Now let's see algorithm wise where we can find this. Where can we find some support algorithm wise? If we mark this right here, you can honestly copy this candle just off a little bit because it was marked on a different time frame. So bam, got that duplicated. Oh, okay, well that's pretty. That's pretty. We're gonna see if this is gonna fall based off of this algorithm right here. Then if we mark 679.25 to 42, you can also see another algorithm that could be prevalent, and that will be prevalent if we do decide to head down to 20-day moving average retest. And then do you see why I just get things a little bit accurate? Because it's a little difficult sometimes just to get it spot on on a higher time frame. But based off of this purple algorithm, this right here, so maybe something like this, a little nested, then fall off right there, come in. Maybe something like that. Maybe something like that. Just marking. We're just marking it out, seeing how it could play out the trade. Now, I believe I've been marking nothing but potential lows. Now we do see how this could be a beautiful left shoulder for us off an inverse head and shoulder pattern, especially if we don't threaten getting down below right here. Maybe something like that. If we don't threaten this purple algorithm over here acting as a support and a controlled buying, and we'll make that clear here in a moment. Make that clear, but we see how this could turn into a beautiful, beautiful move, bouncing off of this orange controlled buying, possibly. Could definitely turn out to be such a beautiful move. From there now, bam, bam. From there, you see how we could up to here, closing the cup at 689, which is a great move. And if we want to continue higher, so be it. People want more money, they get more money. That's let's do it. So all you need to find though is a 1 point move, and that's sufficient. So there's plenty of money to be made here in this range. We're gonna finish up looking at the 1 minute chart, and we see how the algorithms they translate it over for us. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We have this black controlled selling. Man, we see how the inverse head and shoulder was formed out of this controlled selling algorithm. Let's see that. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. From there, this is liquidity. Down below some more. Where's the last time we was at 673? Look at this range. It's just open. It's just open season. It's open season over here. It's open season. If you identify all this liquidity in this range, what's that now? 682 to 685. Man, like that's ridiculous. Look at that, 681, 687, 89, whatever. Like, wow, 681. Yeah, so man, yeah, this is definitely prevalent. This is definitely prevalent. Orange algorithm. That's a tapering. Honestly, you see how the shoulder was formed, that right shoulder before we took that big precision bind. All you gotta do is move the algorithm over, honestly, and it's spot on. Just about, just about. Honestly, very very beautiful, very very beautiful, very very beautiful. Okay, got out of the got out of the green. Precision buying algorithm. All that juicy move up. Easy way up, easy way down. Now, just gotta be patient and wait. See if this purple algorithm, this purple control is still in control. And let me just make that a different, pretend it's magenta or something, man. Check this out. Just got to see if this is going to stay in control or not. See it bounce down below, then close the cup at 679. And from there, it would honestly be really, really beautiful because this black algorithm, this precision, well, not precision, it's a stronger selling, but it's controlled selling. We see how last time, again, like I mentioned, right shoulder had formed out this algorithm and we're able to move on up. Oh man, this would be beautiful. Another right shoulder forming once we do hit 20-day moving average. You know, it can even hit 670 if it wants to. We do have an algorithm down there, which is prevalent. But yeah, so you can expect the ranges. Expect the ranges for the following week coming up here. Down and all the way. What's this? Expect the ranges and let's make some good money. Yeah. Let's measure that out. How many points is that? How many points is that? That is a $20 range, 690. Yeah. And if it wants to, $25 increase, I could see something like that. Like I said, let's make some good money, man. Let's make some good money. Oops. Let's get out of that. That's that 5-day moving average. So like the new highs. I don't have the Bollinger Bands marked. Briefly before I go, what I'll do is I'll mark the Bollinger Bands. You know, Bollinger Bands. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Check this out. Check this out right here. Now we can see where it may go on the high. Yep, 22. Perfect. Okay, it's good how it is. I need to change the color. That's what I need. Bam. We don't need the bases, just need the upper and lower Bollinger Band. Make this something like that. That's good. That's good. Okay. Okay. What's that now? 676. Oh wow, yeah, we're above upper Bollinger, so a little overbought. A little overbought for sure, for sure. 4 hour wise, not 1 week wise first. There we go. Something a little more beautiful. Just like I was saying, yep. Still within that $20 range, 60. Because this upper Bollinger is going to trend up again, possibly 691. So it's like we certainly could hit it. Certainly. All right, folks. Thank you for visiting the video. Please be sure to like. Please be sure to subscribe if you'd like to see more. If not, it is what it is. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for you if you want to learn with me, if you want to interact, if you want to analyze the charts. We can help each other out. Please drop a comment if you found interest in this. Take care.